Welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. If you're watching this episode, kindly make sure you click the subscribe button and remember to turn on your notification bell. There's a time that Matiang'i warned us about electing puppets into the government. He warned us against electing Manilundaras into the government. He warned us about electing incompetent leaders who do not care about the citizenry. I am now coming to believe that Matiang'i was a true prophet, a sent true prophet. Our National Assembly is supposed to be an independent house that should never be controlled by the executive. It is an arm of government that is so strong. If it so becomes controlled by the executive, the people who will lose are always the common citizens. This is where laws are passed. This is where regulations are passed. In fact, I can precisely describe the National Assembly as the gate where all punitive taxes, all good taxes, all bad laws, all good laws passes through before they hit the ordinary citizen. The members of parliament we currently have are juvenile boys who are excited by just an Arsenal win. I am not against the win for Arsenal. Forgive me, because I know there are so many fans here who love Arsenal and you've celebrated, but I'm not against your celebration. I am only addressing the members of parliament who have failed to take up serious issues, and what they are just discussing is Manchester United and Arsenal in the National Assembly. What a shame. It's a juvenile behavior. Yani, wabunge can pause to conduct house activities just to argue on Manchester United and Arsenal. Who really bewitched this country? Can you have a look at this one?
Mr. Speaker, I've been in a shop right now. I went to buy an Arsenal attire. Mr. Speaker, the line that is there, the shop is full and the shop is called East-West Sportswear on Moi Avenue. Honorable Speaker, Arsenal is the team to watch, and Saturday we are prepared, Mr. Speaker, all of us to cheer Arsenal as it wins the next month. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you.
But Mr. Speaker, I must declare my interest that Manchester United, the great Manchester United, is my team of is the team that I support,
Members,
Mr.
we
Speaker.
leave it
The
there.
great team that even remembers when they last won this Premier League, not teams that won this Premier League last when some children who are already adults, grown-ups, were not even born, Mr. Speaker. And they have just won this Premier League by fluke, Mr. Speaker, and we know the real champions shall be claiming their place in the next year's tournament. Thank you very much.
The Holy Book, the Bible, tells us that salvation is not judged by longevity. It's judged at the moment it happens. And Mwenje is damn right. Arsenal won the league. They are the champions. And they'll win. And they'll win Champions League. Order. Let's not spend too much of our time discussing Man U, a team that was nearly relegated last season.
We have serious issues, and the Speaker of the National Assembly is tolerating such a kind of behavior. We have serious issues in this country. Ndindi Nyoro is fighting to forward a motion in the National Assembly to discuss how Kenyans can be cushioned from the biting high cost of fuel. Nobody is willing to discuss this. I remember the other day, the very same speaker who is tolerating the discussion between Manchester and Arsenal is the same speaker who didn't want to allow Ndindi Nyoro to table his motion to discuss how Kenyans are going to survive this crisis, to discuss the possible ways to reduce the cost of fuel at the pump so that the Kenyans can have a relief. Nobody was willing to do it. So currently, we have a crisis on fuel. But your members of parliament are discussing Manchester United and Arsenal. That is the greatest debate they can ever have in a National Assembly. Your members of parliament, instead of discussing the punitive sprouting 2026 finance bill that is on the way coming, the greatest discussion of all is discussing Manchester United and Arsenal. Even discussing marketing, even the shops they bought those jerseys in the National Assembly, before the national cameras and before the international cameras. Kenya, we have a problem. We have a big problem. I don't know who is willing to rescue this nation, but I think Kenyans, we made a big mistake during an election. I agree. We made a big mistake. We were warned not to elect boys to the National Assembly who are just excited by just buying an Arsenal jersey, who are just excited by just buying a Manchester United jersey. I am not against those teams. But even if you are a fan, look at it from a perspective where a house that is supposed to discuss serious matters of Kenya's interests is discussing not even Gor Mahia, not even Shabana, not even AFC Leopards. It is not discussing not even Tusk FC. It is discussing a team that is several thousands miles away from us, that can't even help us to go and reduce the cost of fuel at the pump. Who bewitched this country, ladies and gentlemen? Kenya has a problem. Next year, as we go to the general election, all of us have been here. You have had a test of the 5 years William Ruto has been in the government and the UDA leaders and the Kenya Kwanza government in general. I want to tell us, if we are to rescue this country, let us rethink on how we elect our leaders. Let us rethink on the criteria we use to judge who to elect and who not to elect. The National Assembly is a very serious house. It is a senior house. A house that should be treated with the utmost decorum it deserves. It is not a house to discuss who is Manchester United and who is Arsenal. It is a house that should discuss the cost of living. A house that should discuss the emerging issues whereby the United States want to send Americans who are exposed to Ebola to quarantine in Kenya. Serious issues that face the ordinary citizenry. It is you and me who will make the right choice next year. God bless you.